Joyce is pissed so much that she says blessing will no longer be the portion of Julie J. The gospel musician has cursed her former publicist over claims of sabotage. Should Artist of the Year be given cars and houses? High Life musician Ufoya Mponsa thinks so. We table these for a discussion. My name is Benefo Boabin Abrantipa. Welcome to Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. Welcome back. It's Bloggers Forum here on Ghana Web TV. My name is Abrantipa, and Naniao is back after taking a very long break. So Naniao is with oneplayafrica.com. Naniao, welcome.
Thank you very much.
What project in your course?
I'm still on it. I was doing a series of masterclass filming for people who want to understand the music business and how to monetize your music and how to milk the money from the music. So I was filming a few friends who I also know have experience in the guitar side and that side of the music. So that's why I was on the project. But personally, I have done a few master classes teaching about 80 people so far, 20 class per in 4 episodes. So yeah, so we are on break now, but hopefully the class is still going to stand in November. Yes.
I see. Ricky is also back. Ricky was on the previous episode. Ricky is a columnist, event organizer, former radio presenter.
An aspiring channel
manager.
Oh, really? Which channel?
Today Music.
Ah, okay, I see. Ricky, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Nice. So let's start with a conversation about Joyce Blessing and her former publicist. You know, some time ago there was a story about a divorce, that the marriage between her and then the husband, Dave Joy, had hit the rocks, and you know, a whole lot of issues. There were also some allegations which I wouldn't want to repeat on the show, because we were told that the lawyers were handling it. We're actually told that this issue that has got to do with who gets what had been handled, and the husband knows which percentage or whatever he was getting at the end of the day. This information was from Ola Michael, who said some, you know, highly respected persons had actually engaged the two parties. Along the line, the publicist, or former publicist I should say, Julie J, came into the picture, and now Joyce Blessing has heaped cases. I'll say, okay, let me not even repeat the cases. Let's listen to Joyce Blessing, and then when we return, we'll delve into the issue.
Ntiamwa udino no Juliana ntiamwa ewade be di minu ntema asem na utie wo bebre no ewiase no meni kro na obi di ma obi last week ni so a ebe suwa wo abusua nyina, because my train for some time joka so pe bia me do ade ama me no ni asa me meka le kase duabo a eni nyina so no enye adwuma duabo ya me bo nei ene sa anu me ya me nsem ya me kai ekutatumi, because oni me ye adwuma manyo boni bia me tutu se me nua ba unye ska wo me din ho utumi kwaji me revenue kroamenim actually ska request ye ni me atwani nyina ma ni mpanfo atena se akasa mo agiska no awie still me ko hwem account ni wa ya report ni ye fi wo me ko akohwe na e mail na ye dia ye sa de no na what the delete me ko akohwe ni a strike way me ko akohwe se de bia no opemasem eni edie be ye wo dia se da wo betena se afa computer na wo bo type me din Joyce Blessing onyame man no mia ye free soro aye to ababa wo so wo bo bre bia be ma bia kro hu na ni nje wo ho emra wo so.
Right, so I have been monitoring the social media pages of Julie J, and 2 posts she has made after this case was placed on her. The first one was a quotation, Psalm 109, and I'll read a bit about it. It says, "Hold not thy peace, O God, my praise. For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. They compassed me about also with words of hatred, and fought against me without a cause. For my love they are my adversaries, but I give myself unto prayer, and they have rewarded me evil for good, and hatred for love. So that's a very long verse. There is also a video of Archbishop Duncan Williams holding a sword and, you know, leading the congregation to it's also on her page. Nania is very so much into the digital space. How is it possible that Joyce Blessing will create her YouTube account and someone will claim ownership of videos or content that she puts there?
Okay, thank you. I think it's technical, but it's also basic. It's content ID for the audios. So if Julie J, right? That's her name.
Yeah.
And Dave Joy, they probably are working together, and they had signed, or they had already uploaded the songs that Joyce Blessing is performing in live concerts and the rest. They obviously will have control over the content ID of the audios. The problem is with the audio, because once YouTube identifies the audio as already been monetized, it will send an email. It will trigger the owners of the audio and say, we've seen video A, B, C, D on channel 1, 2, 3. Do you want us to take it down, keep the video and split the revenue, or to delete the channel? So it's more on the audio, because for the video, Joyce owns the visuals of the live virtual shows that she does. But if I have already or if they have already uploaded the audios onto their platform, or she's even performing a live version of a certain music video uploaded onto the old channel, then the old channel owners have the rights, content ID, over the live performances. So it's technical, but that's the basic form of it. So she can sing, unless she stops to create new music, and then those songs that she will recreate and perform on the new YouTube channel doesn't have any link to the old one, then she can also have her content ID placed on the new ones. But if she's doing anything with the old ones, regardless of whether they've settled or anything, YouTube doesn't know that unless an email is sent to YouTube, or the owners, or what we call the aggregators, are told that henceforth take away content ID on video 1, 2, 3, 4, or audio 1, 2, 3, 4 every time you see a Joyce Blessing upload, because there's an agreement, amicable one between the two of us. Then the middlemen can take it off. But if they haven't done that, if she performs any song and she uploads on YouTube, content ID channel, and then what would your name?
Ricky, is it getting to the extreme, to the extent of cursing the former publicist? And now, it seems so tap on
well, we keep saying that, you know, insight in this industry or thought leadership is lost here, because this is basic. Like my brother said, I don't know the rush to even begin to create new music and all of that. This had dragged. This is almost like a year. This issue has actually been ongoing for like a year. I don't know what she has been doing within that 1 year. The focus has been fighting against each other when you should be fighting for, you know, owning your image, because the name Joyce Blessing is more or less like hers. It's her name. You know, even before Julie J got in and all of that, there's been a brand that has been built to this point. You know, so that's what you need to fight for. That's what you need to own. The social media pages and all of that are something that belongs to you. So all these years, or all the this year that, you know, the incident has been ongoing, the first step is rather to think of how to get back, you know, your account, or how to own your own image, because it's yours. It's not like Bullet discovering Ebony and giving her the name Ebony and doing so many things, the branding and all of that. But this is your image. This is you. So the first thing, and the lady in question was not there in the beginning when the brand Joyce Blessing was built. We know of Kwesi and Nest, and they are the people who are even supposed to get in the conversation. So for me, I think Joyce Blessing is doing the wrong thing. She's fighting the wrong battles. The first, or the key thing she's supposed to be focused on, is getting my image back, owning, you know, my image, not thinking of creating another YouTube account or social media account and giving it what she came up with a new name, Joyce Blessing, Unbreakable Blessing or whatever. No, the Joyce Blessing is your name. It's a name that has existed for almost like 5 years or more. So the first point of call is to make sure that you speak to the right authorities, and it comes back to the discussion we're having last week that if we had fought or industry players or celebrities were fighting for the creative arts court, these are some of the organizations or institutions that are going to cater for or serve some of these purposes. But unfortunately, she has to now speak to lawyers, and it's more or less like often the gospel people don't understand the real music business. So she's all over the place, cursing and all of that. Yes, you curse her. For how long are you going to expect these cases to, have effect on her? It's also going to have effect on your brand. But first and foremost, she needs to have a real conversation with people who understand what, brand image, ownership, and all those things mean. They are going to direct her and guide her and make sure that you are getting back, what you deserve, your brand that, you deserve to own. So that's the first step. So until she begins or until she realizes that that's what she's supposed to do, we'll keep hearing people cursing each other and, calling.
Anna, you agree?
I mean, see, the technical part is what he has talked about. Let's talk about the emotional part of it. Now, Joyce Blessing and the husband, Dave John, they've been together. They are legally married.
They have kids.
They have kids. Now, when the issue began, I actually have sat in a show where Joyce has come to speak before, and she was so careful in choosing her words because no show per se or I was showing so. To the extent say or host natural say, "Sa pass in kind of man alcohol." When you listen to the audio that she did mention in the audio that the open na yama. Sika was here 20 na adding. So that's where my issue comes in with. That's why I said earlier on that about emailing and probably contracting with the middle people. Joyce, yes, must focus on building her brand and getting herself back and all that. She's trying to do that. And she doesn't own the social media. Apparently, the husband and Julie J were the ones running the social media. And quote unquote, you're right, business side of the music escaped her. So probably she didn't get hands-on on the social media. But ni pape mo move to mo brother. I assemble ni isi ante say ye two no yetimi tra ididi ye ho atemo e woni pem. I mean, let me say this on here, right? Joyce has opened her legs for the husband before, and I call so for any badrum babia, it's mathematics, Charlie. A me money mammy, asem easy. Yo, Jack, social media mano, no fanco. You find YouTube back on media. Case closed. Because again, there's some watching even Kolani I always say that if you have kids, you understand somehow these things play on you. Your kid will come and ask you one day that, Mama, oh, Daddy, I don't know on radio so. I know a brand for issue with one Aisha Mundi, right? A certain question was asked by his children that triggered him like, no, D-Black and Tiny were fighting. D-Black's kids came to ask him, Daddy, why are you fighting a certain man called Tiny? It's the kids. Yes, she got it wrong with the business side on all those English that we say about branding and all those ones. Waiting, but come on, man. This is my husband. Emotionally, she'll be pain. That's why in the audio she said that they will pay now. That means what Ola Michael said is true. That Nipa, big people have sat the two of them down and they have talked the issues out. So it's your can't issue not assembly now, but for man, you can just take the content ID off. I've lost over 350k followers. Joyce has over 350k followers on Instagram. She's lost it. Watch in the Facebook. Come on, can you be that wicked? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get it.
I feel the husband is not being, or the ex. Can I say the ex-husband?
She said before.
He said the last time I listened to him, he said they are still married, and that there are processes that they need to go through. So she's still the wife.
But Joyce keeps saying they are divorced.
Yeah, yes. This young girl, Julie J or whatever she is, right? I don't know her, but so whom video where, if she's not the one, because technically, I don't blame her because probably her email is linked to the account that created the YouTube channel. Okay. So obviously, when the triggers come, it's going to be an email.
That's what Joyce said. Actually.
Yes, but so if she's not the one giving the orders that they should take the money or the revenue off Joyce Blessing's video, she should just come out and say, Anyamia, I'm just going to say, Sister Mr. from Bonnie, because you know why? Joyce said that Udi Midin and Abedo, and it's true. Let's all be honest here. Joyce Blessing's publicist, that's what we always call her. Joyce Blessing publicist. Joyce Blessing publicist. So, for the fact that somebody has opened a door for you, you need to respect the person. You get what I'm trying to say? We need to respect, we need to give respect where respect is due. Yes, business no dey win Juano, Joyce in Juano, what she said. Even on Sammy Flexi show, she said it that at a point in time when she realized that she needed to take hold of her social media, it was too late. She didn't get it right. But the emotional part, we started something nice. We once had a good time. We once had some very beautiful moments. Let's respect that.
Yeah. The other part too is Julie doesn't see the seriousness of it, or Joyce is not even attaching some level of seriousness to this, because see, Nana, this is criminal. Trust me that I can't create. I started working at Ghana Web. I created the social media platforms, and then I have issues with Ghana Web.
Then I seize it.
And then I seize it. It's criminal. You know, because I created it doesn't mean I own it. Yeah. I don't. Even to the extent whereby you have actually been paid for, because from her words she said, meaning that you've actually been paid for whatever. Let's even say, okay, now you're trying to claim that because I created it, I want to own a certain whatever in it. Yeah, now I'm paying you for that. I have paid you for it. So now, as it stands now, you need to let go of it. You need to hand it over to me.
Okay. Let's take a break. When we return, there is more. It's still Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV. Welcome back to the show. We cross over to have a phone interview with Julie J, who is the former publicist of Joyce Blessing, to get her side of the story and her reaction to the case. Julie, welcome.
Thank you.
So, your former artist says you are sabotaging her, even after she has given you all that you wanted. What's your reaction to that?
Oh, that is not true. I'm not in any way sabotaging her. That is never true.
He says you've been striking her down. Every content that she puts on her YouTube account, she's received some copyright infringement claims, and each time she checks, you are the one who is said to have actually launched that complaint.
Oh, I think she lacks a little bit of knowledge about this whole big digital space and all that. The issue is she's rather the one striking my content on YouTube. The content that I took at an event we all organized, I put my effort in it. I generated income, 80% of the income for that event. That is the Oxazo last year. I think Ghana Web, you guys even came to take coverage of it, and then it is on your YouTube channel. She has not taken it down. So why do you come and take mine down? And the issue is, after that, she posted the same content that I created. I took with my phone at the event and then edited myself, put on my YouTube channel, that is Hello GHTV. She posted the same content on her Instagram page. So I also filed a copyright report form on Instagram, and Instagram took it down. And before Instagram will take your content or delete your content for copyright issues, they would ask for proof. Proof, something that to prove that the content belongs to you. And that is why they took her content down. I've not been striking her on YouTube. She's the one who has been striking my content. And I can show you screenshots of emails that I've had from her.
So she also made mention of the fact that everything that you wanted has been paid you. Is that the case?
She has paid me.
Yeah, like everything you wanted has been given to you. So why are you still, why are you still haunting her? Why are you still making life difficult for her? That's the reason she
That is actually interesting. When we went for the meeting at PSM, we had some reputable people in the entertainment industry who sat in the meeting to settle the issues. So after settling the issues, she was supposed to pay me for the services. That was 3 years services. I never received a penny from her. And then all her work, she actually employed me. She and her husband, they employed me as a blogger. But as time went on, I was doing almost everything for him. Her husband is a business manager, and I took the other tax for myself. And they were supposed to pay me 10% of every revenue that came from her brand because they didn't have money to settle me for the services after that time. So the whole issue is, I think she's trying to contradict herself. She wasn't the one who actually paid the money. She said she was going to pay me 3,000 at the meeting. She said she was going to pay me 3,000 Ghana cedis for the services I did for her for the 3 years. And then we couldn't come to a consensus on that. So Father Dixon took it upon himself to give me 10,000 cedis to actually settle me so that issues will go down. So she has not paid me money. Father Dixon gave me 10,000, and even the money, Father Dixon gave it to one of the elders who sat in the meeting. And as of now, I have not touched the money because I'm going to use it for charity stuff.
But I mean, even if it's Father Dixon that gave you, it was in the name of Joyce Blessing. So arguably,
no, but she shouldn't say she has given me everything because in addition she borrowed money.
What she said was what you needed, or what was needed for her to get what belongs to her, or for peace to prevail, has been given you already. So why are you still persuading her?
No, the issue is, in addition to this money, she owes me money she borrowed from me. She has not paid.
How much are we talking about?
I don't want to disclose the amount, but she knows. She took money from me to do something when that was early this year, February. That was even after divorce. The divorce happened last year. This year, February, she borrowed money from me. Up to now, she has not paid. When I asked her to pay the money some months back, she told me she was not going to pay. And then I was even expecting her to make mention of that under the meeting, but she didn't. Because she shouldn't say that she has given me everything that I want when she knows that she owes me money she has borrowed from me. And even aside that shouldn't be even the reason why I would be striking her content. The issue is, I am not involved with anything that she's saying about me. I am not a bad person. And she knows it. That when she didn't even have money, I went for her like a sister. So she should stop painting me black. She should stop tarnishing my image for things I have no idea about.
Do you still have the login credentials of her social media handles?
Not at all. I don't have them since May. When she told me she has stopped working with me, I handed everything over to her and her husband. And then at the meeting, her husband gave her access to the logins. And at the place, she changed the password. So I'm even wondering how she's able to say that I still have access to passwords that she has changed.
I see. So now, I mean, the cases that she's placed on you, you are not scared?
Not at all, because I've not offended her in any way. I think she lacks, it's kind of miscommunication, and then she lacks in-depth knowledge about social media and digital stuff. So once somebody told, or the person handling her pages told her that reporting was stuff on Instagram, she picked her phone to curse me. She's supposed to ask them, what striking it, then you can move on, or you call me and we settle it. But you don't have to pick your phone and be saying all these things when you've been striking my content as well. I
see. I chanced on a quotation on your social media page. It's Psalm 109. Is that your or counter case? Is that your response to her?
So not at all. If you've been following me on Facebook and all that, I'm somebody who actually puts psalms on my social media platforms every morning. So this has nothing to do with it.
My panelist wants to know the content that you reported.
Yes, on Instagram.
On Instagram. Who uploaded it first, you or Joyce?
It was on my YouTube channel. I took those content last year. One at Doxazo, her cousin, and one we went for an event at Pristia. Pristia is after Takwa, Zama Praise. So these are the two content that were left on my channel.
But those are content that belongs to those are content that has images and videos of Joyce Blessing performing, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
she can decide which account to take down and which one not to take down. So for instance, you said right now that even Ghana Web was at one of the concerts but she hasn't taken the Ghana Web own down. The copyright owner decides which account to take off and which account to leave on the platform. So maybe, like you're saying, she wanted to take yours down because of issues surrounding.
Because issues she has to me. Yes. And the funny thing is, the logo that she places on her flyers, this is my intellectual property. I actually created that logo.
Yes, I was
I
thinking
can
that.
also,
So have you
I
charged
can
her?
also decide to also strike her. You know that?
Did you charge her for the logo? Is there a contract that states that I'm working for you, I'm creating a logo, and when you use my logo, it's different from me being a publicist to you and your work?
No, she didn't. She didn't also say that to me. So I'm wondering why she should also come and strike
She
my
doesn't
stuff.
need to say that. She's the employee. She's the employer. She's running on your services to build her brand. I mean, you are the one who is running the services. You should be able to put it across that, sister, I don't want to make a man and no one can't me clear on your man who to make juice and I say, oh, you saw
Who say? Me trying about who say maybe Joyce it went beyond a working relationship.
I'm glad you said that. So once it went
It
beyond
went,
a working
it went
relationship,
beyond a working relationship. That is why I'm saying, say, I am the one who say, or be striking the content. No, we are what we have a phone. Say, oh, the media. For what?
okay. So the striking part, let me try and see if I can make sense of it. Now, you uploaded the content before her new YouTube channel did, right?
The content is not even on her YouTube channel. It is on my YouTube channel.
Which means that her aggregators are the ones fishing out all the revenues that are she's missing out to collect for her now that she has a new
No,
YouTube channel.
and then the thing is, my content, my channel is not even monetized. It is not monetized. If you want me to take them down, you have my number. You can call me, Julie. Content with the patron. I know where they are in TV so.
You know how
gladly do
YouTube
that.
works. Sometimes the YouTube system is such that it actually automatically content ID will fish out all the things that are involved with
No,
Joyce
this is
Blessing.
something she deliberately did. It is not about content ID or his aggregators trying to fish out anything.
I think
Do you understand?
I get it. I understand you, Julie. I know how our work is. I'm just saying that you just said your working relationship with
But
Joyce.
I understand what you're also saying. I perfectly know that. I understand what you're also saying.
I think
But
that
that is not the issue here.
the issue here is that Joyce is cursing you for
For what I have
reporting-
not done in the
yes, which I think you shouldn't have, because on Instagram she actually, even though you own the content rights to it, but she's the right owner because it's a video, it's an image, it's an audio, and she's the one performing. So you don't have the right to report it to Instagram, even though you actually filmed it as a copyright owner. But she's the right holder's owner because that's an image, that's a video, and you should have allowed it to be on her page.
Right?
I mean, your working relationship with her went beyond working. You are like sisters. So for sister's sake, you could have just left it on her page.
And for sister's sake, you should have also left it on my page.
So now, how do you think this issue can be resolved?
I'll actually call her and then we will settle everything. I'll actually call her and then we will settle everything. She's my sister regardless.
Okay. Julie, thank you for speaking to us.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for calling.
Okay. Right. So that was Julie J, former publicist of Joyce Blessing. Waman ane yawati wati. Nane yawati free.
I write if I'm making sure. I want to say I'm a coach who say that as bloggers, even taking an artist's image from their page and putting it on your page is wrong. Copyright wise. My coach who say that. If you listen to Nana Banaman, they be okay say. See, I don't understand how bloggers will go and copy an artist's image and come and put on their page and write, hey, you're looking fresh, when you didn't take the picture. She also needs education. These are very basic things. As an artist decide which platform to leave my image and my works on. You can't tell the artist what to do. But you as a blogger, you don't own the thing. If office you himself, her comments, some of them were just. Like for instance, she said that Joyce is the one doing the striking. And she said that maybe Nipa no handle Joyce account, I can be channel. But she's forgotten that what triggered the whole thing is the Instagram report. And the painful thing is Instagram is not even paying now. So why report the content when it's not your video, it's not your image, it's not your audio? You didn't write the song. When that thing bloggers do is very annoying. Like they copy a star goes to meet fans in public. The star will post the video on his Instagram thing. They'll go and screen record it. Then they will put their logo on the thing. It's still your content. It's not. But the stars here make it go because
Ricky,
Yeah.
your comment on the
well, for me,
then
my final comment on this is like I said, it's a very, very legal. You know where Nana is going. Like I said earlier, it's a legal. It's more or less like both parties don't understand, you know, the legal process of what they are doing or the legal implications of their actions. If they did, we wouldn't be having this back and forth. It's purely a legal issue. I don't know how the meeting went at Peace FM, but maybe it was on moral grounds, you know,
I'm sure.
morally, just that but at the point it is getting, they need to move it from that point because, yes, you may ask me not to do certain things, but I may still want to do it. But if I know the legal implications, it's like something you own. I want to steal it. But legally, I know when I steal it, I'm going to jail. So I may not take those actions. So I think now they need to both sit down and understand the legal implications of their actions and inactions, and that's going to solve all of this.
All right. What we need to do now is to take a break. When we return, we'll talk about awards. Ofeyam Ponsa says, event organizers, music awards organizers. It's time to give cars and houses as the prize for winning Artist of the Year. Is it about time or is it a loose talk? Bloggers Forum on Ghana Web TV.
The awards also there, and they go me in Krabubu. Oh, say hey, na award no come be a car bi. And I say, your man a die be half. What him the award show back on by when we see on by the film.
I tell you.
So I think say the Artist of the Year should have a 2-bedroom.
Okay. Apartment.
Now, your friend say I'm born no more award. Say me so from award, right? Me man.
Welcome back. That's Ofeyam Ponsa. He says Artist of the Year should be given houses, cars, plugs, you know. Let me start with Ricky. Ricky has organized awards before. Has been a board member. Is a board member of 3 music awards. 3 music awards is 3 years, right? You've organized 3 occasions. Yeah, and we know VGMS is 21 years. Yeah. Is it about time we gave cars as
You know, it's still the same conversation we've been having over and over again about artists having the level of, you know, knowledge about their careers. You know, it's about time that we also as industry begin to take initiatives or put stars or celebrities in their place. It's more or less like we are all working for the artist. That's the job we are doing. That's how we've positioned ourselves, that is to benefit the artist. You see, award schemes are not initiatives or are not schemes to enrich yourself. That is one thing you should know. News portals, Ghana Webs and the like, Zion Felix, are not platforms to enrich yourself. They are only also platforms to enhance the industry, just as an award scheme. You get it? So what artists need to understand is, in every situation, they want to take something from somebody. In every situation, they want to take something from somebody. That how does a scheme that enhances your brand value, you know, when you win these awards, often when they go international or when they are building their CVs, they don't write a 2-time Sonata owner, a 3-mansion bedroom, there. That's not what they do. They tell you their achievement, that they've won awards, they've been celebrated here. Those things are just to enhance your career. When people decide to build platforms to enhance the music or movie industry, it is all part of, you know, building the ecosystem. You don't always have that focus, or you don't always have to think that once Nanaya has seen that, oh, let me begin to create a particular platform to enhance Ghanaian music or to enhance talent, then you turn around and begin to want to claim things from Nana.
He says you're making money, and we are supposed to benefit from it.
You see, how is someone making money from the same thing that is enhancing you? You see, even one, I hear people speak a lot about these text messages, people voting and all of that. And you see, award schemes or award events are very, very, very expensive events. You start from nominees announcement, there are board meetings, there are academy production, like you bring up academy together, all these people, you pay them. Even on the main night itself, the expense that, you know, goes into it, everybody that is working from the media, from production, TV and all of that. Why do you think, let's even say, yes, truly, if voting or text messaging for artists is even profitable, like they claim, I have worked in it, I know how much even comes from voting. Even if it is, why do you think that everybody else that worked within or that worked to make the event successful does not deserve any part of the money? Let's even say that we are making 300,000 cedis from text messaging votes. Let's even say, should all go to the artist? Do other people who also worked in making the event successful not deserve, the media who came there, do they all not deserve that part of you know, the revenue? So it's just unfortunate that talents are always trying to make sure that they are reaping or they are collecting from everybody. Nanaya will decide to see that people are streaming or people are downloading your music a lot. Let me create a streaming platform so that instead of people downloading it for free, they can now rather stream it. Then the little money that is coming, we can all, he as the creator, the web developer, the one who actually developed the app, everybody will earn some. Artist in Tiasia. Or per se, once we don't need 90% or 100%. Meanwhile, the platform that people are streaming, the one who created the application also needs to be paid. But musicians, they are more. You come for an event, when you realize, even at the event, we invite media, the people who actually attend the event, we invite the media, we invite you as an artist and your team. Refreshment will be made, several things will be made. So even in the auditorium, 70% or 60% of the audience are invited guests. He gets to a point where he realizes that because you are awarding me, I don't care about everybody that came there to celebrate me. Now, everything you are making or every revenue that you are making, you deserve, or I deserve that money.
Nana, cars, houses for Artist of the Year, too much to ask for?
For you say for the award scheme or just for Artist of the Year?
Oh, Artist of the Year. Say so mutimi mo muka ni dying.
So this thing has two sides, right? So the events organizer, the awards organizer can say, I'm going to look for a sponsor like Toyota, or I'm going to look for a sponsor like Nissan or Honda, and say, let's have a partnership where you guys will put one of your big cars on the topmost award on the night, which is Artist of the Year, and then in exchange we will give what probably we'll call an artist endorsement for the brand and say thank you Honda or Nissan or Toyota for, you know, sponsoring Artist of the Year, blah 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 blah, right? So in that regard, yes, it is not a bad thing to add up to make the event exceptional. I mean, remember,
yes, is this sustainable for how many years?
Remember the People's Choice Awards where the guys at what's his name, Edwin, they gave Shatabali a certain car for winning the biggest award. Remember, they gave him some car recently, but how long did it last? So that in that regard, yes, we can do that. We can actually go and try and talk to Benz, Mercedes Benz, and say,
only Benz,
Mercedes Benz, and say, dear Mercedes, we are from 3 Music Awards. Yeah, give us your topmost car to add to our Song of the Year so that the winner can take it. But in the other regard, he's wrong. Because any artist of the year for I mean, they go to Udra and say, Monsieur, what is the year nominee? Then I'll be the Ed amount. Nobody. Oh, Tower. Your point. Oh, when I win here, I am out of fridge. Your mom won't come. You get what I'm trying to say? It's too much. It's just too much. I think artists, first of all, artists generally are very, in Ghana, half of them or most of them are very selfish. They think for themselves first. They don't think for the whole ecosystem. You know, how do you say that an award that is validating you is supposed to add a house and a car because they think in your mind, per their assumption mathematics, they are making money. Meanwhile, the moment we announce that 2020 Artist of the Year is Kwame Eugene, Spotify streams will go, Apple Music will go, iTunes will go, bookings will change, endorsements will come. Say you they deal with a phone phone also they will call, the price will change. I know they are calculating council and new second view. In your boss says Song of the Year goes to Putu, Stoneboy, Branson Nabe, Charlie. How do I use the song to do this? How do I do this? How do I do that? And then you can't come home. Numbers now worth 1.5 million. Your boy Stoneboy I got 2.4. One calculating come home say no summer. I don't think I'm trying to say. Who took Kwana could do a immigration and they your passport. If you want to say where are you from? Oh, you are the one that won the Song of the Year at 3 Music Awards. One calculating come because I know you scat and I know saying you can't and you're dying. Who could do airports now? Unya car now be trim now some Ghana need be trim or landing baby. Oh, Stone, Charlie, you win the Song of the Year. No, oh, Stone, I could give you right. I don't calculating count. You know, they think for themselves. They only want what is good for them, and then everybody else, we should all raise our hands and wait for them to cough before we can do anything. So I don't blame Ofori. I don't. Ofori's issues is also based on the fact that perhaps maybe few research, you've seen that a lot of these guys are walking around in Ubers and things. So maybe I'm not dreaming your mom car, a betty or how so. I think in the past, was it Ghana Music Awards? There's an award scheme that gave cast new artists.
Yeah, new artists.
And it wasn't mandatory. Said, I am saying, so one more partnership. No, be quiet. You get me? It's not mandatory, Charlie. It's not. And I won't say he goofed. I think that it's just lack of education and also the things that happen in our system here. What am I saying? Artists need calculate the value that the awards give them.
On that note, we end this episode of Bloggers Forum. I've been on the show with Ricky and Nanayao. Ricky is a columnist. Nanayao is with oneplayafrica.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being with us. Thanks to the production team. My name is Benefo Boabin Abrantipa.